I instantly recognized. The metal stove the kid was using to crack walnuts was actually an antique, so I told him. If he gave me the stove, I'd trade him 2 pieces of candy. The kid was overjoyed, and immediately handed the stove to me. I took it and examined it closely. Turned out it was a Juande incense burner from ancient times. It was worth at least a few $1,000,000. I forced myself to stay calm, and quickly told the kid to call his parents. Said I was a junk collector who wanted to buy it. The kid ran inside right away, but not long after, his dad came charging out with a sickle. He thought I was trying to scam his kid. I quickly explained. Said my wife wanted an incense burner, and I just happened to see this one and wanted to buy it. Then I pulled out $2, but the kid's father wasn't happy. He said the lowest he'd go was $3. I got on my tricycle and pretended to leave, but suddenly he shouted for me to come back. Said he was willing to sell it for $150. I agreed on the spot. I bought it right then and there. The kid's dad thought I was a fool, but he had no idea. His Juande burner could sell for millions. Wanting to make more money, I went straight to Tony's place in the village. I'd heard his ancestors used to work in the palace and left behind lots of old jars and pots. I figured there had to be treasure there, so I yelled at his gate that I was paying high prices for junk. Tony came out immediately. Asked what I was collecting. I said flower pots and plates were fine. He ran inside right away. Soon he came out carrying a stack of plates. Said his house was full of junk. I checked them one by one, but none were valuable. Then he brought out a few ceramic bottles. My eyes lit up. He also pulled out some seals and vases, afraid of tipping him off. I pretended not to care much. Casually said I'd take everything except the plates, but he insisted on selling them as a set, so I bought everything. In the end, I spent $39 and walked away with antiques worth millions to protect the antiques. I even asked him to throw in an old quilt. What they didn't know was that I had actually been reborn. In my previous life, I died from poverty, so in this life, I swore to change my fate and become a millionaire. The next day, I told my friend
that I had a way to get rich.
Then took him to John's house. I clearly remembered. He once sold a blue and white porcelain plate as junk. I didn't want to miss it this time, so I called his name twice. Finally, he came out cursing to avoid suspicion. I smiled and said my cousin was getting married and needed more plates. He immediately gave me a price, 10 cents each. He said I had to buy 20. I agreed right away, but asked to pick them myself. He brought out the plates one by one, but none of them were worth anything, until finally, he pulled out the bowl his dog used to eat from. My eyes lit up. That was the blue and white porcelain I was looking for. I instantly bought all the plates, and he stood there laughing at me. When I came out, my friend asked how much I could sell them for, but when he heard my answer, he was so shocked. He dropped the plate right onto the ground.